What is this? This is possibly the first ever video blog about antiques, and what I'm going to try and do is every week or every fortnight bring you a new instalment relating to something about the world of antiques. So, if you've been paying attention, you may have noticed these fantastic mortars in front of me here. So these are 17th, 18th and 19th century bronze mortars. This one here, beautiful golden colour to it. This is the 17th century English bronze mortar. This one here is probably French and 19th century. And then this one, this is my favourite of them all. What a whopper that is. Never seen one before with a pedestal base like that. From what I've found out so far, it's possibly Greek or Spanish, but if you know any more than me, please let me know. I'd love to know, so drop me a comment in the box below if you know where this mortar's from. So why do I want to talk to you about mortars? Well, let's go to the left field. Whenever I go to a business for the first time, whether it's a new auction house or whether it's any business, I judge them by the toilets. What do you mean, why do you judge them by the toilets? That's a bit mean, isn't it? Well, no. The toilets are the last place that a business wants to spend money on. It's the least important part of the business. Why not spend money on the boardroom or the auction, you know, the auction venue itself rather than the toilets? So why do you care about the toilets? Well, it's the attention to detail. You can go to the most fantastic auction house, have the best meeting with somebody, look at the best item, have the best valuation, go to an accountant, have the best advice, and then you go to your toilet on your way out, and it's disgusting. May not be filthy, but there's no hand soap left, or there's a wet towel there. What does that show you? It doesn't leave you with much of an impression, does it really? So it's the attention to detail, and this is what I'm trying to get at here. Sorry if you can hear that scratching noise, it's because the cat is now deciding to have a scratch on the post, obviously, because we're boring him. Anyway, so attention to detail, that's what you're looking at, and this, it's an indicator of quality, it's an indicator of class, I would say, or what level of workmanship or what level of care and diligence does that company or item have. So I said item, didn't I? Exactly, right. Bear with me. The toilet is the least important part of a building, but if they put care and effort into that, then it's often a good sign of good quality. You know, they care about the small things. Now look at this. So fantastic mortar. I reckon this is 18th century, this one. Look underneath here. Can you see? We'll get a picture of that up on the screen for you. This is all being turned on a lathe. So this is being cast in bronze, not brass. This is bronze. Difference between bronze and brass. Bronze is copper and tin, and brass is copper and zinc, and it's just a slight difference in the alloy there. So this is cast out of bronze, and they've even turned the underside of this on a lathe. You think, what's that got to do with anything? Well, go back to your toilets. Who cares about the underneath of it? Who really cares? Who's going to turn this mortar up when it's in use and go, oh gosh, they even finished the base? It's an indicator of quality, it's an indicator of care, and this is a good point when you're out there looking at antiques. For instance, when you're looking at jewellery, look at the clasp on the necklace. How much detail has gone into the clasp? Is it gold? Is it platinum? Is it diamond set? If it's a necklace, a pearl necklace, often a good indicator if it's got a gold or sort of gem set clasp. Look at the drawer linings of the furniture. Pull a drawer out, take a look. Is it oak? Is it pine? How good are the joints? It's all the little indicators behind the veneer. You can have the best building in the world, the best business in the world, but it could just be a veneer, like a shield company. Are they the real deal? This, to me, is the real deal. Look at that. So much effort. And that would have been turned on a hand-powered lathe, not on an electric lathe like we have now. That would have been a hand-powered lathe that's turning that. Why? Because they cared, because it's detail. Again, if we look at this 17th century one, lovely finish on the bottom there. You can see they've even put these turned rings on there, these little bits of design. Didn't need to, but they have. So why not? So when you're looking at antiques, look at the smallest detail first and give that the most critique. If they've put effort into the small things, then the big things would normally follow on naturally. So yeah, there's today's top tip. Look at the small things and expand outwards from there. We're going to keep it short and sweet this week. I've got no Q&As to ask, or to answer even, because this is the first one. What I want from you though now is if you want to send over anything that you want me to value for you, you want me to identify for you, maybe you've got some pottery, some bronzes, some ceramics, you name it, send me a picture over to valuation@marklittler.com and I will let you know, and in the next video we will go through and look at your pieces, give you a quick bit of history about them, tell you what I can about them, and if you want a valuation, give you that as well. So yeah, that's it. Any thoughts, any comments, put them in the box below here and we'll see what we can do, and we will be back here roughly in 1 or 2 weeks time with hopefully some more interesting things to look at.